And I'm Steven.
And this is Thorndale Theater Talk. This is a podcast where we talk about movies, TV shows, and anything in the entertainment industry, correct?
That is correct, son.
We've been gone for a long time.
It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a couple weeks.
We were out on vacation. We were,
what were we doing?
In the sun. What
were we doing?
We were water skiing.
Yep.
We were swimming with penguins.
It was nuts.
In the wintertime. It was pretty insane.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I felt bad for that one penguin, though, just like alone. Like just on its own.
It was fun penguin riding, though. We hopped on penguins' backs as they slid down hills.
Yeah, it was actually really fun. They were basically sleds.
Yes.
It was kind of nuts.
Penguin sledding, that's what it's called.
Yeah, it was really fun.
We were on vacation.
Yeah, that was really fun. For 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. We have a lot of money. So let's get right to it. Remember to follow us on Instagram at Steven Centrella, on Twitter at Thorndale Talk, our official Twitter page, at Kibbles312, and at Steven Centrella, and our... Did I say our Facebook page?
Yes. No, you didn't.
Oh, our Facebook page, it's been a long time. Yeah. Facebook page, Thorndale Theater Talk, and our YouTube channel, Thorndale Theater Talk, to like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you want to hear. It's a quick, easy click.
Yep.
Be very nice. And remember to listen to us on podcast streaming services like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Breaker. Our 71 other episodes. Wow, it's been a while. Can't really get my routine correctly.
It's all right. Anywhere where you listen to podcasts, we're pretty much on. So
yeah, like anywhere. And YouTube to see Steve-O's pretty face. I didn't forget that.
Oh, I didn't shave today, so it's not as pretty.
It's pretty to me.
I've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you have been gone for 2 weeks. I've also been gone for 2 weeks. We
Exactly.
were at the same place. Did we not just talk about this?
We did. Good talk.
Yeah, great talk. All right, let's get to it. Steve-O, all the way back from 2 weeks ago, what was your movie of the week? Did you like it?
My movie of the week was Freaky. It was.
Was it freaky?
Oh, it was freaky. With Vince Vaughn, about that killer.
Oh, yeah. How was it?
It was actually pretty good.
I know, it got not bad reviews.
It was entertaining. That's the thing. So it's basically Freaky Friday, where two people switch bodies.
Mm-hmm.
It's a serial killer switches bodies with a teenage girl.
It's a pretty funny concept.
Yeah, it's a funny concept. And the teenage girl, the body he switches with is a girl he was trying to kill. So they somehow it was like this weird.
It was good though.
It was funny. It was entertaining. Vince Vaughn was hilarious. It definitely was worth the watching. If you're looking for something new to watch and just something entertaining, for sure watch it.
Right.
It's like I wouldn't really class it as like a horror film. I feel like it's more comedy than horror film. But don't get me wrong. There's still some killings going down. You'll still see some blood. You'll see some brutal deaths. But in overall aspect, I view it more comedy.
Mm-hmm.
If anything else. So I definitely enjoyed it. Watch it. It's on HBO to the max right now. So you can check it out there. Definitely worth it.
Cool.
Yes. What was your movie of the week? Why was your movie of the week? How was your movie of the week?
So I actually saw 2 movies.
You saw 2 movies. This man is on vacation just watching movies, not penguin sledding. Continue.
I did it while penguin sledding.
Look at that. He's multitasking.
Yeah. We don't have to get into how. So let's start off with the movie of the week that I had, which was Raging Bull, which was the Martin Scorsese movie with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. And holy shit, is that a good movie.
Yes, it is.
Black and white, about a true story about a boxer. I forgot his name. It was Jimmy something probably. I don't know. Joe Pesci is his younger brother, who is also his manager. And the Robert De Niro's character, the boxer, is known as being like kind of a head case. He's very... gets angry very much. He's very aggressive. He's a hothead. And, just mostly of his events of after, and he also went to prison. I don't want to say, just watch the movie. It's phenomenal. It is so good. Robert De Niro deserves every credit in the world for playing that character because he played it so well. He won an Oscar for it, and I saw why. So good. Joe Pesci, great as always. The directing, phenomenal. I like how it's in black and white, which is kind of cool. It's so good. I loved it. There's nothing more. You just got to see it. Hopefully it's still on Amazon Prime for free if you are subscribed to Prime. If you are and you haven't seen it, please watch it. I beg you. It is considered one of the best movies ever, actually. I think it's considered Scorsese's best. I think, critically, not it's very good. So that's that.
It's again a great movie to watch.
Yeah, great review from me, I know.
Yes.
But let's get to the big movie that came out this past 2 weeks called The Suicide Squad that I saw.
Suicide Squad.
On HBO Max, also in theaters. I wanted to see in theaters, but I didn't.
It's all right.
So, directed by James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad. It is a sequel because they reference that they know each other. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna, if you listen to it the first 5 freaking minutes, like Harley Quinn, the Boomerang dude, and Rick, those three were in the not Rick Flair.
Oh, you know.
I know.
Ranger Rick.
Yeah, whatever. It's Rick Flag, I think.
Rick Flag, yeah.
So those three were in the old one, and they when they see each other, they reference in the beginning, I know who you whatever. So it sounds like it's like a sequel.
Right.
Got a lot of hype because it's James Gunn and it's a revamp of the Suicide Squad, and everyone was raving about how it's like a fun movie and that it's very, very good. And I watched it, and maybe expectations might have been high. I liked it, don't get me wrong. Yeah. It is entertaining. Don't think it's as great as people are saying.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is still the most perfect casting ever. It's just perfect. She has a lot more, and she has a really good monologue that I actually really like in the movie.
Yeah.
Let's see. Idris Elba is good. It's like you want to care about these characters, and for some reason I didn't as much. I cared about Margot Robbie because she's been in 2 other movies, and you're like, she's perfect as Harley Quinn.
Her character.
Yeah, and Harley Quinn is such a unique character as it is. Very entertaining parts. There are some action pieces that are really cool. I still just thought it was a pretty good movie. It was definitely worth the watch. I'm happy, but I don't think it's that unbelievable. He makes gutsy moves that are really cool. He has some comedic action parts that are pretty funny, but nothing that was holy crap. I'm trying to dumb it down to get people's expectations of you're gonna watch a pretty entertaining movie, but I don't think it's next level tier.
Well, I will go on the opposite of this because I've talked to some people who watched the movie.
And they loved it?
No, they've actually said it's not worth the watch. They've actually said...
My dad actually didn't like it.
Yeah, so I'm going on the opposite end here. I haven't seen it yet myself, but I'm just going off what a lot of other people have told me, and the reviews are good.
Got 91 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, the reviews are amazing.
And 87 for the user, because you got to look at both, because sometimes
the reviews are amazing, but I've talked to a solid handful. I want to say at least 5, 6, 7 people, and they've all said to me, no, it's not good. It's not worth it. A couple of them said, I'm glad I didn't go to the theaters and see it.
Right, I'm actually glad I didn't go to the theaters either. But
I think... The reason why...
It's James Gunn.
Well, yeah, the reason why the critics are so high on it, and it's because it's James Gunn. He's a big name, and he's definitely an established name. And I think, all right, if you want to compare this movie to the last movie, which one is better?
Oh, it's this one.
Okay.
It's not even close.
So, yeah, clearly...
That's not even close.
Yeah, so clearly, I think that's the reason why the reviews are so high on this movie.
True.
Is because James Gunn took... a movie that was terrible and made it, I guess, watchable. That's a word you can use. So he took a very hard story and he did what he could do with it and did a good job for what was there.
Mm-hmm.
So
it is good. I think it's better than what the people you're saying. It's not bad. It's definitely worth a watch and it's entertaining. I think he's trying to make you these emotional beats of these characters and try to make you care, and for some reason I just couldn't get there. I couldn't care too much. It was more of a funny, entertaining movie that the characters were there. Right. I still really liked Harley Quinn, like I said, because I think that character is very unique, and Margot Robbie is the absolute perfect casting for that character.
Yes.
The absolute perfect casting. Not saying everyone else wasn't. John Cena was fine as Peacemaker, which he's actually kind of a unique character because they're also making a TV show off Peacemaker, John Cena, and James Gunn wrote all the episodes and is creating it, and it's a mini-series.
Oh, okay.
That's being filmed right now, actually. Because his character is I will do literally anything to make peace, no matter what. If I have to kill, I don't know if he said children, but if I have to kill anyone to do it, I will do it.
So
which is kind of like the anti-hero.
He's the Thanos.
The most extreme anti-hero ever.
He's the Thanos.
Sure.
Here, let me clarify.
Thanos is extreme. He literally was like, I'm going to kill half of humanity.
He's the Thanos wannabe. Is that better?
Sure.
He's the baby Thanos.
Sure. But it's a pretty solid movie. I would recommend it. It's entertaining. It's gory. It has some funny moments, like James Gunn does.
Okay.
I respect what he did there. I think James Gunn is perfect for Suicide Squad because it's like Suicide Squad's about a bunch of villains. Like you have to make it fun and like bizarre as fuck.
Right.
And like he makes some parts pretty bizarre. So it's good. You should watch it. Just it's not legendary. It's not like crazy.
I just haven't gotten around to it, but like I was when I heard these reviews from like these handful of people, I was shocked a little, and because based on the reviews, what the reviews were, and I was just like, like okay, maybe the reviews are overrating it. Like, and it
is a little bit.
And you know what? We've seen that before.
But it is a lot better than the first one. It has a cohesive story that you're seeing. It's fun. It's good. Okay. It is a good movie.
As long as it's better than the first one.
It's
successful.
Definitely better than the first one.
It's already successful.
Definitely better than the first one.
Oh.
All right, Steve-O. What's your movie of the week for this week?
My movie for this week is actually going to be Cruella, the Disney movie with Emma Stone. And it's actually going to be on Disney Plus starting this Friday for 1 week for free. So this Friday, for a solid week, you could watch Cruella if you haven't gone in theaters and see it yet. Like myself, I haven't got a chance to go to theaters and go see it. But yeah, so it's going to be on Disney Plus starting Friday. So I'm going to watch that. I'm excited. So if you don't know what Cruella is, it's about the story about Cruella from the 100 Dalmatians and how she became who she is. So it's a prequel movie. It's gotten solid reviews. There's already a sequel for it coming up. It's in the works. Emma Stone's already confirmed that she's going to be back to reprise the role. And yeah, so that's going to be my movie of the week. I'm excited.
Cool.
I'm excited. And I just can't hide it. What's your movie of the week? Why is your movie of the week? How do you think your movie's going to be?
I think it's going to be good. My movie of the week is The Last Black Man in San Francisco. Which is... I don't know how that is. It's on Amazon Prime for free if you obviously subscribe to Prime. It is with Jonathan Majors, who everyone's going to know.
Yeah.
Or if not, is already known because all the Marvel stuff. And he was also in Defy Bloods, and he was also in that TV show that I'm blanking out on, Lovecraft Country.
Yeah.
Very good actor. He was in Loki. He's going to be Kang the Conqueror and the Marvel stuff. So this movie is about, I'm just going to read it because it's about Jimmy and his best friend Mont try to reclaim the home built by his grandfather, launching them on a poignant, probably said that wrong, odyssey to find a place to call home. So sounds like it's going to be really good. It's one of those movies that came out in 2019, that amazing year of 2019 that kind of got, I wouldn't say overlooked because it got pretty good reviews, but because of that year being like legendary, that they didn't really like. It's kind of like, it's uncut gems, not in the sense of like what the movie is, but like the praise that it got, where it's really, really good, but it's not going to be nominated. It didn't get nominated for something. But it's really good though.
How many movies did get nominated?
How amazing that year was. 2019 is, I think, one of the best years that I remember of movies. That year was freaking phenomenal. But yeah, that's my movie of the week. Pretty pumped. On Amazon Prime for free if you have Prime, and it's a 2-hour movie. I'm just looking at it right now. I don't know why I say it, but in case you were wondering.
There you go. I was wondering how long the movie was.
Yeah.
Honestly, let me know how the movie is.
I will.
I'm excited to hear your review on that.
Yeah, I have like no expectations, which is what you want to go into a movie. So I'm pretty excited. All right, Steve-O, should we just get to the news?
We are going to get to the news, everybody. So, Jordy, where would we get our news from?
Some website called ScreenRant.com.
That is correct. Screen Rant. They rant about things at a .com of some kind. There we go. So, we've been gone for a couple weeks, so we kind of just went through all the news that's happened the last couple weeks, and we just decided to highlight what we thought was the best.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's jump into it. So the big story that happened was South Park renewed for 6 more seasons and 14 movies. So Matt Stone, Trey Parker, the creators of South Park, Team America, Basketball, the
Book of Mormon.
the amazing play on Broadway, The Book of Mormon. They have just signed for 6 more seasons of South Park and 14 movies. So Jordy, your thoughts? Your thoughts on this, man?
It's also for $900 million, but we don't have to.
Oh, for $900 million. Sorry, I forgot.
So $450 each.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's big.
Yep.
That's big. What I think to myself, so South Park creators Matt Stone, Trey Parker made a movie, 2 movies, the South Park movie and Team America. Well, Basketball, sure. South Park, Team America, and Basketball, and then they had like an Orgasmo that was called like their very first movie. I never saw it. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I'm not. For some reason, I'm just not going to count it. So those 3, and then the South Park video games that they created. I'm trying to think of any forms of entertainment, and then Book of Mormon.
The play.
Right,
Yes.
and that's it, right?
Yeah, and then the show South Park.
Well, yeah, and the show South Park. It's pretty important. So I'm thinking, all right, so they've done, I guess, like each form of entertainment, so they're going back to the movies, which is like what they love, the TVs and movies. Yeah. So you got 6 more seasons. So for the 6 more seasons, are they going to do the format of 6 episodes, or are they going to do the last 2 episodes that were hour long and kind of do like maybe 2 or 3 of those per season, but they're each an hour long, and it's like they take the time to do it.
Would you count that as a season though? Like,
yeah.
Because like if it's only 2 or 3 episodes and they're an hour long, like would you count that as a season?
You know what I'm gonna look up? I know the vaccination was something separate that has on HBO Max. It's not a season. It's just the vaccination episode. But the one before that, I think was a part of the a season. I think it was.
You're talking about the
Integrity Farms one.
Oh, the Integrity Farm one. Yeah, but
that was like an hour long.
No, you're talking about
the pandemic special.
Yeah, no, that was just a special.
It says season 24 on HBO Max.
Interesting. That was just a special though. It literally says special on it.
I don't know. It says season 24, and there's 1 episode, the pandemic special, and then the vaccination one has its own one where it says the South Park vaccination special.
Interesting.
So.
And then that goes into constitute what you're counting as a season, because they.
I mean, if HBO Max is right and counts that as the season, then.
I guess, or they just kind of classify because they didn't know what to classify it as.
I don't think they would do hour long.
No.
I don't think so. I think this was just a special case because COVID was going on, and it's very hard to, something to lighten the mood.
Exactly.
Which I think was really good. I think those 2 were really, really funny.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think they're just going to go back to the normal set of, like, what it was. I think they had it at, I don't know if it was 6 episodes. I think it might have been 8 or no, it was 10. I think it was 10 episodes, and it was 5, like, 1 from, like, fall and then 5 in the spring. I'm pretty sure.
It's always between 8 to 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Some seasons, and some were 14 actually. It just kind of depends.
Yeah,
on,
right.
What they want to do.
So I think it's going to go back to that format.
Just back to the regular format.
Yeah, and they're going to do like
episodes.
and they're going to do it all in a week, which is, I mean, they're used to it now, which is kind of incredible. That whole thing of like showing how they created an episode is really cool.
Yeah.
But now going to the 14 movies. I'm pretty sure they said that at least one of them is for sure a South Park movie. At least one of them.
Yeah.
Are there going to be live action movies?
They're probably, again, if it's 14 movies, they're just going to do.
I think they're going to do all of it, like live action and I mean, obviously they're going to do whatever they want, but like I'm just saying, like,
because we've seen,
how many of them are going to be South Park?
I would just say 1, maybe 2. So again, because they're also like creative minds that
they're
they don't
very creative minds.
They don't want to keep sticking to like the South Park. Like they want to do other things. We've seen it with Team America.
I freaking love Team America. Team America is unbelievable.
We've seen it with also Book of Mormon. Like they have other ideas.
Right.
So I guarantee you'll only see like 1 or 2 South Park movies.
And I can guarantee that there will be some live action ones. I have a feeling they will be. I can even see them, honestly, for one of their movies, make Book of, like how Hamilton did.
Yeah.
They can do a Book of Mormon for that, maybe.
A movie, yeah.
I don't know if it's like maybe they'll do it like a legit movie budget or just like kind of what Hamilton was just like film like
I remember there was always talks about them doing a
Hamilton
Book of Mormon movie.
Yeah.
Just pretty much the play in a movie format.
Yeah.
So because not everyone can go to the theater and go see a play.
The most exciting part is not even the 6 more seasons of the 14 movies, because I think Matt Stone and Trey Parker, if they have the time, instead of doing, not saying what they're doing with the seasons are like not funny, they're still hilarious, but when they like thought out times like Book of Mormon or like those vaccination episodes, like they are absolutely hilarious and they hit on all fronts, in my opinion. Not saying like it's hard to hit on every front when you've had 24 seasons of shows.
Yeah.
Like of a show. Like you're gonna have some episodes that aren't as funny as others in some people's minds. But like when they have time to do it, I'm excited for the 14 movies.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's more of like just because I don't even know what direction they're going to be going in, which
is exciting.
Yeah,
because you like Team America was kind of like, why are they doing puppets? But that was absolutely hilarious when they like made fun of themselves using puppets of fight scenes when they were like,
dude, even
so good.
Even the sex scenes was freaking hilarious. It was just priceless.
They're very, very good at what they do, and they deserve this, and I'm excited for the 14 movies. 14 movies. And isn't it for Paramount Plus or no?
I
think it might have been.
Some of them, I think so.
I thought it was.
But also, I think Comedy Central's owned by Paramount Plus too. So
I think it is too. I could be wrong on that because I can't
there's always so many connections with these. Like,
14 new original movies that will air exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
2 of which will arrive this year. I don't know if that's this year as in 2021 or...
Probably 2021.
Holy shit. I might need to get Paramount Plus because I like absolutely love
Paramount Plus is trying to up their game.
That's a huge... I think that's... I really want to see what the South Park creators do. I'm a huge fan of them. So.
Yeah, so am I, but I don't know if it's worth getting Paramount Plus. I'm still not on the Paramount Plus bandwagon.
That's helping my case. I honestly might do it for like 1 month and then watch it and then just not renew it.
Yeah. Well, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on
to the next one. So spy film from Kingsman director picked up by Apple for $200 million. So.
Sorry.
No, you go.
So the movie Argylle that we have mentioned in earlier episodes,
yes,
that stars Henry Cavill,
directed
by Matthew Vaughn, who did the Kingsman movies. He's done, I forgot how many X-Men movies. He's done like the good ones. Yeah. He did. I don't know if he directed Days of Future Past or whatever. He did the good X-Men movies. Yeah. He's obviously very good at high. I don't even know if it's high budget, you would say, but high volume action movies, like nonstop action. And he got picked up for a $200 million deal. So Apple clearly knows that this is something.
Yeah.
And $200 million is a lot. I'm very interested of how, like, do some movies go in like they just say, bid for my movie.
Yeah.
Like how does the streaming services do it? Or like I just don't know how it works.
Again, it's more of it's probably a bidding war between other services.
Like how does that start? Are they going to be like bid now?
Well, no, it's more of this. So they'll read the script and then they'll get offers from people and you'll be able to see other offers and then they'll go with the best offer that's on the table. So Apple probably again read the script, read like the ideas of what they're going to do, and again see who's casted in, and they're like, okay, this is something we want to buy. This is something we want to put, like, this is Apple's. So there you go, right there. That's how the bidding kind of works. Again, it's just people read the script and then they start putting prices on it, and that's how it goes. It's more of I'm just interested in, like, is this movie just going to be like a spy movie? Actually, like, I know it's a spy film movie, but like because Matthew Vaughn has done the Kingsman movies, so I'm trying to see how this is going to be different from the Kingsman movies, because he has a certain style when it comes to the spy movies. Like, I've actually watched.
I think just Kingsman is its own style. Kingsman kind of has that like absolutely ridiculous but yet very fun and comedic way of his action. Yeah. Does that make sense?
I guess. Yeah.
Like I haven't seen the Kingsman in a while. I loved the first one.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. It's like I always remember the Kingsman being like kind of like it's very gory too. It's underratedly gory.
Yeah, it's not as like it's. I wouldn't say.
Isn't the second
gory.
movie they do to the dude like gets like eaten like half the body or whatever the hell it is?
No, they put him through a meat grinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that gory.
All right, I don't know. I don't want to be near you when you're near like it's like pretty gross though. Like, don't you see like a lot of it? You see the blood like splurt. Like,
no, not really. No, you see the body go through the meat grinder, and then on the other hand comes out the meat part. And
I mean, honestly, blood has to come out of that, right?
It doesn't. That's the thing,
right.
though.
I don't know if I believe that because I remember being like, "Oh, that's pretty gross."
We watch it, and you're gonna be like, "Huh?"
I mean, you might be. I know. I'm saying you might. Wow, you're very confident.
Oh, I am. I have seen it. Like
so have I. I just haven't seen it in a while. Okay.
I have seen it recently.
Okay.
So, but then on the other hand, it comes out like it looks like ground beef. Mm-hmm. So like.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. But I would say maybe the first one could have been a little more gory because like when Samuel L. Jackson, when that knife goes through his chest, like blood comes out, and then but it's not as gory.
All right, maybe I'm wrong, but it was more of like a comedic, like I don't know, the way he directed it was really unique, which was really cool.
Yeah.
But I think this will be more of like an intense spy thriller.
I would say that's what I'm trying to figure out because where he's gonna go with like
Kingsman was much more comedic in its way, I think.
It's more lighthearted.
Yeah.
More. That's kind of my big question for this.
I'm also excited. I like Henry Cavill a lot.
Yeah.
I want him to be in a lot more stuff. He was awesome in Mission Impossible. Yeah. I know you hate to hear that, but he was really good in Mission Impossible.
I just don't like Tom Cruise.
I know, which I'll never understand. So
I think it's pretty simple.
I mean, it like separate the art from the person.
No. He's a bad person.
He's not. He's not a bad person. He's not bad.
Terrible person.
No, that's not right. That's not correct. So now I'm all flustered. So Argyle though picked up by Apple for $200 million, which I don't know how the business works out. I mean, first of all, $200 million in general is a lot of money, but I don't know how much that is in terms of like getting the movie.
So they own them. So the movie will be aired on Apple.
No, right, but like is $200 a lot for a movie? I'm saying.
I don't say so.
I mean, like, I don't know how much normally someone would buy a movie for. You have no idea.
Well,
I mean, 200 is a shit ton of money, regardless of like a movie or not. But I don't know how that stuff works. I'm assuming that's a lot.
It depends. They have to make if they make again just like 250 or 300 mil.
Oh, is the 200? I guess that is the budget to make it. Okay.
So think of it: the budget to make it plus what they spent on to like buy the rights to it. So will it make the profit like for what they paid for? So that's the big question. So it could. I don't know. That's the thing. It's more of like I really wonder like what the direction of this movie is going to be if it could make that return. Mm-hmm. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll have to wait and see. But
I'm excited though because I like Henry Cavill. They who else is in the movie? They said Henry Cavill, Bryce Dallas Howard, John Cena, Sam Rockwell, Catherine O'Hara, Bryan Cranston, Samuel L. Jackson. That's a pretty solid list. Pop artist Dua Lipa is making her acting debut in the film as well.
I think out of that, Sam Rockwell I'm excited for.
Oh, I love Sam Rockwell.
And Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, Catherine O'Hara's awesome.
Yeah, but no, like Sam Rockwell.
Sam Jackson's awesome. Bryan Cranston's awesome. John Cena's fun to watch. I don't care what you say. Bryce Dallas.
Cena?
He's a fun actor.
No, I just don't care. Like I thought you were making it seem like I hate John Cena.
I hate John Cena. I just thought I didn't see you would hate John Cena, but you just thought he would be like, all right.
Yeah, so you'd be okay. Yeah,
he's a fun actor. Bryce Dallas Howard's pretty solid.
Yeah,
it's a good cast. It's a very good cast.
I'm just saying, out of all those names, Sam Rockwell is definitely a name that catches my eye.
And Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I was just saying Sam Rockwell.
Yeah. So Sam Rockwell is one of my favorite actors. So. Should we just go to the next one?
Next one. So next piece of news: Ashton Kutcher is joining Reese Witherspoon in the Netflix rom-com Your Place or Mine. So Netflix's next rom-com will be starring Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon. The movie's called Your Place or Mine. I gotta admit, that is probably like just based off the title alone. Again, I'm just basing off the title alone. this sounds like it's gonna be a movie like Friends with Benefits or
Could be.
No Strings Attached. Like it literally, like in the title, it's set it up that way.
It could be.
So, and if it is similar to that, then get creative.
Well, you don't know though. If it is, yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you, but you still don't know. You have no idea.
It's true, but I'm going based off that. But also, my question is, so just judging based on these two, Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon, do you think they could have good on-camera chemistry?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so. I mean, first of all, Ashton Kutcher was in No Strings Attached, which is also a Friends of Benefits type of movie, if you don't remember, with her and Natalie Portman. He was good. I think he's a very good rom-com actor.
Yeah.
He clicks very well, I think, with a lot of actresses. I think he's a very good, can build chemistry, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like Reese Witherspoon a lot, too.
I
think he can.
I'm thinking of other movies. So he did that one movie with What Happens in Vegas with Cameron Diaz.
I mean, the movie was blah, but
the
connection was there.
Yeah, the movie was extremely blah.
But the connection was there.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not thinking of the movie. I'm thinking about just their chemistry on screen.
Right. Yeah. Again, and that just makes me think who else could have good chemistry on? I know off the bat, come on, Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore.
I mean, we've already seen it.
We've seen it already. I know, but that's what I mean. You one that I was surprised with actually.
Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by that.
I'm not at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I
think Adam Sandler can do well with the chemistry with basically anyone on screen for a rom-com. He's done it many times with a lot of people. Kate Beckinsale for Click.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Decker for Just Go With It, and Jennifer Aniston for Just Go With It. He's done a ton. The one with Big Daddy, I don't know the actress's name, but that's one.
Yeah.
Water, all his movies has to do with it.
All his movies, he always gets to go.
Yeah, he does.
Have you noticed, every time in Adam Sandler's movie, he's dating some really hot, unbelievable woman? This is not true. I think he actually jokes about that too. But
yeah, he probably does.
Yeah.
But I mean, he can work well on screen. I'm trying to think of any
I was say the proposal you had.
Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yep. Do you feel like
that was good?
Do you feel like Sandra Bullock could do good because she has that movie coming out with Channing Tatum?
I think I think she could do really well with anyone on screen.
That's my next question.
At first, I hesitated, but I think she can.
Because she's done several rom-coms.
I think she's really good with on-screen chemistry. She's a really good actress.
Yeah, I would say
there's not really a lot of people that I would say at least maybe big name that wouldn't work. That's the whole point of acting. You gotta be good chemistry wise.
Well, again, there are it's funny actually. So Dirty Dancing, right. Patrick Swayze and I'm forgetting her name, but his co-star.
Yeah.
They actually have been known that they hated each other.
Right, but I'm saying on screen though.
No, on screen they had amazing, but it's one of those things I find interesting because behind the scenes there were so many problems. And then,
which shows how great of an actress they are because they had to blank that out and then just focus on acting and it worked.
Yeah, another good one. Rachel McAdams could maybe have chemistry with anyone.
Yeah, I think any actor can. I'm sure there are movies out there that I'm not thinking of that are
coming to surface right away.
Yeah, that not that it wasn't bad, that it was bad chemistry, but just didn't click as well as you would think.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that comes to the top of my head. I'm sure there are.
No, there definitely is because, again, there's so many movies that, it's easier to think the movies that have the great chemistry. You could go all day about naming people who have that great chemistry, but then the ones that didn't work, that's actually, I have to really think about. Because there are.
There are some where you're watching them it's a good movie. Their chemistry was not as good as you would think. Not that it would be bad. Right. I'm just saying there are movies out there. I don't know. Can't think of what's on my head. Not good with the pressure.
Not good with the pressure. It's all right.
Sometimes I'm good with the pressure.
Yeah.
Not really. All right, next one.
Next one. On to the next one.
All right, you want me to take it?
Yes.
New Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie coming from SNL head writer Colin Jost. So, Colin Jost, who we all know from SNL's Weekend Update, and also a head writer in general.
And also married to Scarlett Johansson.
Who actually just had a baby, fun fact.
I thought they announced she's pregnant. She just had a baby.
thought she just had a baby.
No, they announced she was pregnant.
Why did they have the name of the baby then already? And
I just decided on a name already.
I thought she had the baby.
No, they announced her pregnancy. Unless they were hiding it for so long, that's one thing that could have happened. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they just announced her pregnancy, but again, maybe I could be wrong. In the meantime, yeah. So Colin Jost.
Scarlett Johansson's Colin Jost welcome first child.
Oh, well, interesting.
Okay, we had a baby. His name is Cosmo. We love him very much.
So they did have the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm bad then.
Yeah, don't talk to me like that.
I'll talk to you any way I want.
I know, you always will. Yeah, so that was like a little left turn. We had to look up baby.
We had to look up if Scarlett Johansson had her baby. She had her baby.
She had her baby.
All right.
So yeah, TMNT, another variation of it coming from Colin Jost. We already had it in one of our episodes talk about Seth Rogen doing his own thing. And I know you brought this up, not, on this podcast, but, really failure coming in from TMNT, besides the OG cartoons, coming from like rehashing or doing their own story of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not really doing well at all. I personally haven't seen them because I've heard of how bad they've been.
They've done a lot of live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just movies themselves. And yeah, they have not had many success, like none at all. So it makes me think: is it the actual like story itself, like what they're trying to create with it, or is it the actual? Because like this may be just good as a cartoon TV show,
right?
But you can't really translate it into a live action movie. So
you never know though. Maybe like the writing wasn't there, or like the story wasn't there. I feel like law of averages, Steve-O.
I don't know, but we've seen this
so much bad. There's got to be at least one good.
Again, you see the same thing with also Power Rangers.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's another one.
Well, how many reiterations have they had except for that one movie that they tried?
No, they've done a lot of Power Ranger movies.
Really?
Yes. Like
live action?
Yes.
Like since
like the 90s.
The old ones. I was thinking about like something modern, except for the newest one that was like blah. Again, I was thinking of like within the last 10 years. Besides that one.
Again, they've done many.
Right. Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Plenty of them, but but again, still.
I'm talking about more in like the modern era, so in like the 2010s or.
They still had a couple like ones for the kids, but like in general that.
No, like the big like box office movies.
Yeah,
they just had that one that
they had the one that didn't do well, but they've had other box office Power Ranger movies that did terrible. So the question is it the actual Power Rangers may be a great show, but you can't translate it into a movie.
You don't know that though. Maybe it just hasn't had that right writer or director. Like, I feel like you think Quentin Tarantino couldn't do a Power Rangers movie?
I think he would do his own take of a Power Rangers movie. But again, you're right. It has to be the right creative mind. Yeah. But again, at the same time, if something just keeps failing, at a certain point, when do you give it up?
I don't agree with that. Like, it's honestly the creative mind that comes behind it. Like, shit. I'm trying to think of a big name director who just like what's coming out? Dune. Didn't they have reiterations of the older movies that I don't know how well they did? I can't tell you off the top of my head.
Yeah, we don't know
and then it's
Dune movie
correct, but it's got a big cast. It's got a director that has its mind. I'm just saying, it's got a lot of hype. You can't get wrong with that, and it's got hype
before too.
Correct, but like, I've never been more sadly high hopes on a movie that has failed than right now. Denis Villeneuve has not made a bad movie, correct?
I'm not
correct.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Could this be a bust? Yes.
But again, you can't use that example until Dune comes out.
I'm gonna use that example because that's the only one that's come to my mind right now. So I'm gonna use that as an example.
That should show you clearly.
Well, I said, I couldn't think of like the when we had the rom-com. I couldn't think of anything on the top of my head. It's very hard to think of something like that.
Yeah, but still, you can't use that example yet.
I'm gonna use that as an example.
There are things where I think eventually you just have to
Were the old It movies good?
The old It movie was solid, actually. Yes.
Okay, I never saw it. I'm just saying.
So yeah, it was actually good. The only problem was it was really long because it was like a almost 4-hour movie.
Yeah, I know. I never saw it.
Yeah, the thing is, it does more true to the book, I think. So that's one thing right there. But yeah, no, the old It movie was good. What I like about the new one, it was more modern. It was more scary, in my opinion. Like the old one was scary but not scary, if that makes sense. I think like the newer one was more just scary, just straight scare. So that's something I think did successful on. Okay. The original was good, but the new one was good as well. So I don't know. Also, one thing I definitely do recommend, because again, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then I mentioned Power Rangers. You could watch more of the origins about it. So on Netflix, there's a documentary called "The Toys That Made Us." So Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they go kind of more in depth about like their origins and how big they've become, not just like as toys, but like the show as well, and a little bit of that. So something to definitely check out. And actually watching that makes me think, like, because like this story, this product, the main basis of it was to sell toys to kids. That was like the main basis of it. So it's hard if there's no good material like to work off of, if that makes sense. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the show is geared towards kids.
You can make a movie geared toward kids.
But kids nowadays probably won't care for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You have no idea. Sonic the Hedgehog was a video game that came out a long, long time ago. They made a movie. Kids love it.
You're right on that, but we'll see what they could do here. I just don't see... Again,
I think it will. I just don't know. I think it can. I just don't know when it'll happen.
I'm more of like, if you keep trying the same story, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle live action, and it keeps flopping, let it go. Like, do a TV show. Go back to the original roots. Make a cool live action TV show out of it. Same thing with the Power Rangers. You want to go back to the roots of it. Make it a great live action TV show. Like, that would be geared towards both kids and adults. And then maybe you'll have success with that.
You know what? You tell the studios that. Nah, you do it.
I will.
Why can't you do it?
Me? No, I just tell them the ideas.
Yeah, tell them the ideas.
So, but go back to the roots.
You listen to this?
So.
Because I know Paramount's listening to us.
Hell
no. No shit. No shit. It was all sarcasm.
But yeah, that's that article.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one. All right, the last article. The Russo bros wrapped filming on Chris Evans' Netflix movie, The Gray Man. So The Gray Man, that has Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling in the movie, directed by the Russo brothers, is a CIA espionage movie.
Yes.
And they just wrapped filming. So what this reminds me of, which I've told you before, is that Russo brothers, Chris Evans, espionage movie, they link together in Captain America Civil War, or not Civil War 2, but Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier, if you watch it, is literally like a CIA espionage movie.
It is. It's
very similar. Yeah. Very similar. That's like that. I feel like that was the genre that they built in it.
Yeah.
And they're linked up again into a legitimate CIA espionage movie. So yeah. I think they link well together. I'm pretty excited for this movie. It's a Netflix movie. It looks like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be good. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Well, we got Ryan Gosling that's in it, so I find that also pretty cool. Just because Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, let's see, I would like to see how that goes on film. They're both great actors. As for again, what makes me interested, I want to see how different we've seen the success with Captain America Civil War, so this is good. The story's kind of already planted, if you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. This is something that they kind of built on their
Right. So correct. That's even more exciting.
That's what I'm more interested in.
Correct. That's a very good point.
To see, because as I was saying, at Marvel, it's Captain America. It's a story that
right.
Kevin Feigel's already
Feige
already gave that story and be like, here you go, make it into a movie. But this is something they did together, and
Mm-hmm.
they probably write together and direct. So that's where I'm interested. And again, they had that success, so they definitely have momentum going for them. So when is this movie coming out on Netflix?
I don't know.
What's my next piece? They finished
The
filming.
Gray Man started filming early 2021 after a slight delay in COVID-19. I'm assuming next year or late this year at the very earliest.
If they finish filming, they wrapped up filming, so this movie will probably be
I think it's
out.
next year.
I would, if I had to guess, I would say maybe April, May of 2022. But
Let me check because I really want to know because this is very exciting in my opinion. I think this is the most exciting for it's 2022.
have a date.
No, it just says 2022.
Yeah, so
Anna Day Armas is in it. Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling, Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton. What's the last thing that Billy Bob Thornton did?
Maybe Fargo,
Oh wow.
the TV show.
Yeah.
Those are like the big name actors and actresses in it. But yeah, exciting stuff.
That is exciting stuff.
Is that it?
That is all we have for you today.
Remember to follow us on Instagram at Steven Centrella. It's that guy right over there if you're watching on YouTube. If not on podcast, then that sounded really weird. Remember to follow us on also Twitter at Thorndale Talk, our official Twitter page, at Kibbles312 and at Steven Centrella, our Facebook page, Thorndale Theater Talk, and our YouTube channel, Thorndale Theater Talk, to like, subscribe, comment. Easy as a click as a button. It would be really appreciative if you did it. Right?
To the heart.
To the heart. And remember to listen to us every Tuesday. Well, last 2 weeks we didn't.
Most Tuesdays.
Most Tuesdays. I'd say
every Tuesday.
I'd say every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
I'm gonna go back to it.
There'll be breaks.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Every Tuesday on podcast streaming services like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Breaker. See you next week.